Hello, I am Dr. Nayan. You are watching Biodesk. In our last video, we have discussed dihybrid cross. Today, we shall talk about some important terms related with this chapter and then the laws of heredity proposed by Mendel. Now, before starting the laws given by Mendel, let us discuss some important terms related to this chapter. These are often asked in exam as short questions. One of the terms is alleles or allelomorphs. Two or more alternative forms of the same gene are called alleles. For example, capital T and small t are the two alleles of the gene for height. In monohybrid cross, we have seen capital T indicates tallness, while small t indicates shortness of the plant. One other term is homozygous. Homozygous individuals are often called pure. Organism having two similar alleles for a particular trait is called homozygous. When we say capital T, here the two alleles are similar, the individual will be indicated as homozygous or pure. Similarly, pure short plant is indicated by small t and small t. Here, the two small t or the two alleles are similar, so the individual is homozygous. Another term we see heterozygous. Heterozygous individuals are often called impure. Organism with two different alleles for particular trait is called heterozygous. In monohybrid cross, when we talk about the members of F1 generation, the individuals are with capital T and small t both. They are called hybrids and they are heterozygous. One other term is trait. It refers to any character of an organism. If we say tall plant, then it is one of the trait, short plant another trait. The members of F1 generation are called hybrids. Hybrids are the cross product of two genetically different individuals. Hybrids are heterozygous, and hybridization is the process of producing hybrids. So, we define hybridization as the cross between two dissimilar parents. In the experiments, we see the use of genotype. Genotype indicates the genetic makeup of an organism. For example, when we say capital T, it indicates pure tallness. Similarly, small t, pure shortness. But capital T and small t together indicate hybrid condition. Similarly, phenotype. The phenotype is the external appearance of an organism. Tallness, dwarfness, height can be seen from outside. So this is the physical appearance. Phenotype is the physical appearance of organisms. One other character, dominant. The gene which is expressed in hybrid condition also is called dominant character. Dominant alleles are always indicated by capital letter. In F1 generation, only dominant characters are seen. One other term, recessive. The gene which is unable to express itself or remains hidden in hybrid condition is called recessive gene. Recessive genes are always indicated by a small letter. In a monohybrid cross of tall and short plant, we have seen shortness hides. This one is the recessive character, and the genes that control recessive character are called recessive genes. We see the use of offspring. Organism produced as a result of sexual reproduction may be termed as offspring. However, clone is the term that is used for the organism which is produced due to asexual reproduction. So, asexual product of an organism is termed as clone, while the organism produced by sexual reproduction simply termed as offspring. One another term is gene. Gene is a hereditary unit that determines a particular trait of an organism. We have seen the use of F1 generation. F1 is the short form for first filial generation. Similarly, F2 is the short form for second filial generation. Punnett square is a checker square board that helps to study all possible results of a cross in genetics. Now let us discuss Mendel's laws of heredity. Principles of inheritance given by Mendel is simply termed as Mendel's laws of heredity or Mendelism. On the basis of various experiments, Mendel proposed following important laws. These are law of dominance, law of segregation or purity of gametes, and law of independent assortment. The first law, law of dominance. When two homozygous plants with contrasting characters are crossed, only one form of the character appears in their offspring. The other form remains unexpressed. The factor that appears itself in F1 generation is called dominant, while the other one, which has not shown its effect, is termed as recessive. In this figure, you must remember the monohybrid cross between tall and short plant. When pure tall plant is crossed with pure short plant in F1 generation, all plants appear tall. This tallness is dominant character. Here, shortness remains hidden. So this is law of dominance. Mendel's another law is law of segregation or law of purity of gametes. According to this law, the factors for each character separate during gamete formation. As a result, each gamete receives only one factor for each character, and hence gametes are always pure. In F2 generation of monohybrid cross, the hidden characters also appear. This is the law of segregation. In this diagram, we see the cross between two hybrid tall plants of F1 generation. In F2 generation, the resultants are tall and short both. This shortness is hidden in F1 generation, but it appears in F2 generation, and this is the separation or segregation that is called law of segregation. Mendel's third law is the law of independent assortment. This law states that the genes of different characters located in different pairs of chromosomes are independent to one another in their segregation during gamete formation. This results in the appearance of both the parental and non-parental characters in offsprings. The law of independent assortment is studied in a dihybrid cross. In a dihybrid cross, when we compare parental generation and F2 generation, in F2 generation, the parental and non-parental combinations both appear. Yellow and round seed, one of the parent, green and wrinkled seed, another parent. And in F2 generation, 9 members are with yellow and round seeds and only one with green and wrinkled seeds. But when we see green and round seed or yellow and wrinkled seed, these combinations are not found in parental generation. So dihybrid cross indicates both parental and non-parental combinations. This indicates law of independent assortment. Now let us see some other examples in case of animals. In guinea pigs, when pure black and pure white individuals are crossed together, in F1 generation we see the appearance of black guinea pigs only. These are all hybrid black. These indicate the law of dominance. Here, black color is dominant over white color. When the members of F1 generation are crossed together in F2 generation, again we see the ratio of 3:1, in which 3 black and 1 white. So this indicates the Mendel's law of inheritance, in which we see law of dominance in F1 generation and law of segregation in F2 generation. Similarly, we can take the example of Drosophila, the fruit fly. T.H. Morgan applied the Mendel's law of heredity in case of Drosophila. He selected long-winged female and short-winged male. These are called parental generations. When these two are crossed in F1 generation, only long-winged individuals appeared. This indicates that the long wing is a dominant character found in F1 generation. These are hybrid individuals or heterozygous individuals. When the members of F1 generations were crossed in F2 generation, we see long and short winged both appeared in the ratio of 3:1, thus supporting Mendel's law, the law of segregation. Here are some interesting hereditary characters in humans. In humans also, we see several characters are dominant and recessive. Free hanging earlobes are dominant characters, however attached lobes are recessive. In case of thumb, the straight thumb is a dominant character, however the thumb that can be bent back, called hitchhiker thumb, is a recessive character. Curly hair is dominant, while straight hair is a recessive one. Rolling of tongue is a dominant character, and the tongue that cannot be rolled is recessive. Similarly, appearance of dimple is dominant, while absence of dimple is recessive. This is all about this chapter, heredity and variation. Hope this session was useful. Stay tuned for upcoming videos. Do like and share this video and subscribe our channel. See you in the next one. Thank you.